Hey everybody, it is Matt and Michael from the Webb and Young Group, Remax Hallmark Che Realty.
And this is the Real Estate Roundtable. One of the most common questions we're hearing right now from buyers, sellers, and even investors is this: is this actually a good deal, or am I about to overpay?
And it's a fair question because in 2026, the market doesn't look anything like it did in 2020, 2021, or even 2022.
So those days of throwing darts at listings and hoping for instant equity, those days are gone.
And the days of buying cheap are mostly gone too. But here's the important part. Smart deals still exist.
Today, we're breaking down what a real good deal looks like in Simcoe County in 2026, where buyers still have leverage when sellers still win, and how to spot the difference between overpriced, fairly priced, and generally strategic purchases.
First, let's reset expectations. We are no longer in a frenzied market, but the market hasn't collapsed either.
So interest rates, they don't kill the market. What they did was slow it down and filter out panic buyers, speculative behavior, and emotional driven decision making.
And so what we're left with now is a more intentional market where fundamentals matter again. Price, condition, location, and long-term livability all matter more than hype.
Homes, they're not flying off the market in 3 days anymore. Well-priced homes, well-prepared properties are still selling quickly, often with stronger terms.
And that's the key takeaway. There is no longer a speed market. It's a value market.
A good deal in 2026 isn't about finding the cheapest house on the internet.
It's about finding the right house at the right value with manageable risk and a clear upside.
In practical terms, a true good deal usually checks a few of these boxes.
It's priced within roughly 2 to 6% of real market value, not aspirational pricing and not testing the market either.
It's typically, it's been on the market under 45 days, meaning it hasn't been rejected repeatedly by buyers for deeper issues.
And importantly, it doesn't come with major system replacements looming immediately. We're talking roofs at the end of life, failed septic systems, or heating systems that are one cold winter away from replacement.
A good deal also means clean financing, no insurance surprises, no uninsurable features, and no conditions that make lenders nervous.
Because the best price in the world isn't a deal if the property can't be financed, insured, or comfortably owned.
Negotiation is still very much part of today's market, but it's far more structured than people expect.
If a home is fresh to the market, say under 2 weeks, and priced correctly, negotiation is usually quite limited.
In those cases, buyers might see 0 to 2% flexibility, if any.
Once a home passes the 30-day mark, negotiation tends to widen to 2 to 4%, especially if comparable sales support that.
Between 30 to 60 days, we often see 4 to 7% in real estate negotiation room, but that really depends heavily on conditions and, again, competition.
And when a property sits longer than 60 days, especially without price adjustments, negotiation can creep into the 8 to 10% range.
But here's the warning. When discounts get that large, it usually signals deeper issues, financing challenges, some property defects, zoning limitations, or unrealistic seller expectations.
Buyers still have leverage, just not everywhere.
Some of the strongest leverage points we see in today's market include older heating systems, septic uncertainty, and rural properties with incomplete documentation.
Conservation authority restrictions, unverified water features, and unclear access rights also create negotiation opportunities.
Winter listings with Some poor marketing, dark photos, unplowed driveways, limited showings often underperform and create opportunities for informed buyers.
Over improved homes can also be leverage points. If a property is priced based on emotional renovation value rather than market supported value, buyers can negotiate.
And condos, especially those with rising fees or upcoming reserve fund concerns, are another area where buyers can still negotiate aggressively.
And on the flip side, sellers still win when confidence is high.
Homes that are move-in ready, realistically priced, and transparent about systems still perform extremely well.
Updated septic systems, modern heating, strong water supply, reliable internet, especially in rural properties, all reduce buyer hesitation.
So under that $1 million mark, clean homes with good layouts and no major surprises often sell quickly and sometimes firm.
Buyers will still pay for certainty. Confidence drives strong offers.
The biggest mistake that we see buyers make right now is chasing perfect pricing instead of smart timing.
Yeah, waiting for the bottom often means missing the best opportunities because the best deals are rarely obvious.
Smart buyers focus on value, risk reduction, and long-term livability, not headlines or the online noise.
A good deal in 2026 isn't about getting lucky.
It's about getting informed, understanding the local market, and knowing how to evaluate risk versus reward.
If you want to know what a real good deal looks like in your specific neighborhood, not just averages, then reach out.
So we'll walk you through what's overpriced, what's fairly priced, and what's worth moving quickly on.
To make sure that you remain informed, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Real Estate Roundtable.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.